This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated. Jihadist Psychopath by Dr. Jamie Glazov. I will tell you as an expert on Sharia, as a former child bride who has suffered and faced my own jihadi psychopath. I want you to go and order this book on Amazon.com or go to jamieglazov.com. Get a copy for yourself. You know why? Because you need to be equipped with the knowledge to fight our enemy so you can save your daughters and your granddaughters from future of Islam.
Good evening. Welcome to the Jamie Glazov moment. Tonight, CAIR, where Kafirs and women need to know their place. And my question is, where are the protests and inquiries from the left? My friends, the Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, postures as a civil rights organization, but Kafirs and women, it turns out, are expected to know their place within this organization. Now, this particular video gives props to and gives credit to an article by Sam Westrop at Islamist Watch, which is a project of the Middle East Forum. And you can look up this article, quote, "Civil Suit Alleges Anti-Semitic and Religious Discrimination at CAIR, California." Now, Sam Westrop writes about how Suzanne Arani, a former attorney at CAIR's California branch, is now suing CAIR for wrongful termination. And she's citing discrimination and accusing officials of anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism and bigotry against non-Muslims. Very interesting suit here. Now, this individual had worked for CAIR on and off since 2014 and was fired in April 2019. Now, Arani alleges discrimination on the basis of gender, religion, age, and political belief. She says that bias against non-Muslims, this is in her complaint and in this suit, she says that bias against non-Muslims is common at CAIR. She claims that she faced discrimination because she is not Muslim, while, quote, "a self-described Salafi Muslim who wears hijab," end of quote, was given preferential treatment and financial support. Now, in her suit, she writes that in one instance, that an unnamed interim director stated, quote, "CAIR/we should not hire non-Muslims, but they are okay for optics, so I understand it has to happen sometimes, but we should never allow a non-Muslim on our board," end of quote. In another instance, Arani claims that the interim director complained about attendance of a vigil for the Jewish victims of the October 2018 terrorist attack against a Pittsburgh synagogue, reportedly declaring, quote, "we don't need to be fake for those people," end of quote. Arani also cites discrimination because of her gender, citing pay disparities and preference for male candidates in senior care positions. Now, in response to Arani's request, she had made a request that CAIR's dress rule be revised. She alleges that one CAIR official, quote unquote, yelled at her and stated that, quote, "allowing women to wear skirts and dresses would not be modest, would lead to women showing more of their bodies," end of quote. And he then reportedly launched into a, quote, tirade about how women would dress and what you would see on women's bodies in his old place of work. That's end of quote. This is from Arani in her complaint. Very, very interesting developments. This is quite a lawsuit, but I'm very interested after reading this. Where's the media on this? I mean, we see inequality here, gender discrimination at CAIR. The media doesn't seem very interested in reporting on this. You would think that this would be headline news, CNN, MSNBC, front page of the New York Times, front page of the Washington Post. The civil rights of non-Muslim employees being violated. I mean, I thought that our society was very concerned about inequality. I thought Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper and Rachel Maddow were just really worrying about inequality. Why aren't they talking about this lawsuit? There's also discrimination against women here. Alleged discrimination against women. But you would think that because of this lawsuit, now Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, Ocasio-Cortez, Oprah, Chelsea Handler, Kathy Griffin, Whoopi Goldberg, Rosie O'Donnell, Joy Behar, Ashley Judd would just now be scrutinizing CAIR and looking into CAIR and really starting their own personal investigations, and the investigation, The View would start looking into it, CNN and MSNBC would start their own investigations. I mean, there's gender discrimination, there's inequality. Yeah, doesn't look like that's happening right now. I wonder why. Now, as Jihad Watch has documented, CAIR is an unindicted co-conspirator in the Hamas terror funding trial, the Holy Land Foundation trial, back in 2007/2008. CAIR officials have repeatedly refused to denounce Hamas and Hezbollah as terrorist groups. CAIR has opposed virtually every anti-terror measure that has been proposed or implemented and has been and CAIR has also been declared as a terror organization by the United Arab Emirates. Several former CAIR officials have been convicted of various crimes related to jihad terror. CAIR chapters frequently distribute pamphlets telling Muslims not to cooperate with law enforcement. CAIR's Hussam Alyoush in 2017 called for the overthrow of the U.S. government. CAIR's national outreach manager is an open supporter of Hamas. Quite an interesting organization, CAIR. And now we've got this lawsuit where there seems to be gender discrimination going on and discrimination against non-Muslims. Should I be holding my breath for the media and Hollywood personalities and other members of our higher culture and literary culture to start shining a light on CAIR because of this? I thought they really cared about equality and women's rights. We'll see you on the next Jamie Glazov Moment. Good night.